Everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Scottish Sim Guy. So this video is going to be a bit of a game changer. I don't know if it's a game changer for PC players, whether they can do something anyway in Giant's Editor, playing about the XMLs and things like that, but especially for console players, this is going to be an absolute game changer. And it's to do with cattle pastures, and we all know replace cattle pastures. We put down a custom fence. If you delete that custom fence, save your game, go out, come back later on, your cows aren't there. In your animal pens it's saying they're still there, but visually you still cannot see them. Now, I came across a video this morning on YouTube, a great video by Midlife Simster, who has tested cattle pastures, and we can now delete fences. We have to leave a few panels in, but we can delete the majority of the fences. We can hide panels with decorations to make it look like a proper pasture. So if you've got an existing field already, you can place that pasture inside, you can delete all the fences, and then it just looks like a proper field with cows in it. So basically I'm going to show you how it's done, but a big massive shout out to the Midlife Simster, who has spent hours if not days testing this theory. He's only done 2 videos because he's done one already and he had to leave the corners in, and now you don't necessarily have to leave the corners in. It's all about drawing a line from point A to point B to point C to point D to get round your pasture. That's all it has to be left. We can leave certain points in and delete the rest. So it's all about placing your fences properly in the pastures. So basically I'm going to jump up to the cattle farm on Camsden here. This is the area where he showed us what was going on. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into construction mode and we're going to place a cow pasture. So what we're going to do is zoom out a bit. We're going to place this about here, I think. So we're going to place that right there. Do you want to customize the fence for cow pasture? Yes. So with that, we want to take a fence right out to there. Now what we want to do is leave a section going in and a section going out. We don't want to take it right into the corner and then from the corner all the way down to the bottom corner, because we'll need to leave panel sections in. And the way that FS25 works compared to FS22, it deletes the whole row that you have placed from selecting it to dropping it. Whereas in FS22, even if you did that, you had to delete every single individual section piece by piece. So what we're going to do is just stop shy of going in there, and then we're going to place one section in. So place that section in there, and then I'm going to place a section out the way. So if we get to say there, so that section out the way, and then we're going to run all the way down to the bottom here. All the way down here, past this gate, and we're going to do the same here. We're going to do in there, and it'll allow us to get one there, and then the same one panel over here, and then run it all the way over to here. Now basically by doing this and deleting the middle bits and leaving the corners, it's running a straight line from point A to point B. So this is a straight wall, which shouldn't pose any problems, but this next wall does have a curve on it, and pointed out by Midlife Simster. With it having a curve on it, if you put the fence in here, following the contours of the wall, and then delete it all, and just have the section up the top there and down here where we're going, it will draw a line straight through. So that straight line would actually be from there to there, right? So that would be the straight line. So what will happen is your cattle will then wander out through that wall and onto the road. So to avoid this, what we have to do is we have to put that to there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a single panel there, and then we're going to go again down here and just say the easiest point to do is like that. Don't need to get all of the field. Point there, there. Too close to this wall now. Panel section in there. So that'll allow, when we delete that, that section there will go up to there and that section will go up to there, so it'll avoid, hopefully, the cows coming out onto the road and making it less realistic. The last thing we want is cows wandering out through a wall onto a road, and if you're doing let's plays and role plays and things like that for YouTube, then it's not very realistic. Now I've went too close. Why am I all of a sudden getting lots of... I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the last segment. There we go. Through like that. It's better. To there. Now also, it's going to take it from the corners, but also what he pointed out was if I was to place the last post here, it's going to take it from the post at the corner of the slurry tank to the post in the corner over by the trees over here, which means the cows will graze up in this area that's saying area restricted. So what you can do is try and avoid that somehow by placing that. I'll place that there. Do one section like that, one section down the way, and then going there, work our way in like that. Plant for cow pasture, yep, and then that is our cow pasture in place with the fence up. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to jump down here and I'm going to place some cattle, and it allows me 84 cows, so I'll stick 84 Holsteins in, and there we have cattle grazing in the pasture. Now we're going to delete this fence. So basically what we want to do is, in the construction and demolition mode, and I want to delete that section, and we want to basically delete For some reason you need to be on the one side of this to delete it. Delete that section there. Now I've left the corner in there, so what I want to do is delete that section. So we'll leave that bit in there, and when you come out the game, come back in, that will add a post on there. And we'll go down here. And we will delete that section. And we'll get that little section deleted there. And all the way over here. And we'll get that section deleted. And we'll get that section deleted. And then what we want to do is delete that section, so that leaves that in, and that's going to draw a straight line up to there. So hopefully that will stop the cows coming out. Delete that, and then we will. You can get creative for this once you kind of know what's happening, where your cattle are going. Once you've tested it out, I've not really tested it out, I've just gone by what the midlife simster has been putting up. So what you'll find, if I've got that one there, that should draw a straight line across to that one, which avoids your cattle going in through the walls of your shed. And then what we'll do is delete, delete, delete that there. There we go, that's it deleted. Now seemingly, rather than running back down from there to the trough here, it will run a straight line from there across to there. I've not seen this being done on my own personal game yet, but I have seen it on the Midlife Simsters when he was talking about it, and then all of a sudden a cow just came wandering out of here and round here. So he suspects that it runs from here to there. So it just basically leaves that in the middle, that doesn't get included, and it just runs it right round the outside. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to save the game. I'm going to come back in and we'll show you that that works, and then basically that's giving you a pasture that you can use using the wall and all that. It doesn't look out of place, it's not a silly fence round it. You can use the whole field for grazing, and you can hide these with decorations and bushes and whatever you want, and make it look like it's a proper pasture. You can put a gate in here if you like, using the hedge pack that Oxy's put into the map. So what we're going to do, we'll catch you in a little second, guys. We'll save this, we'll come back in and show you that the cattle are still in this pasture. So basically, jump out, going to go and save the game, and we'll catch you in a second, guys. Well, here we are, guys, and you can now see that the cattle are still in the pasture. Absolutely fantastic that they are still here. They are using it all, and we are only left with these little sections of fence in the corners to draw lines from point A's to point B's. Now, if you've got a weird shaped field, especially with not a straight edge on it, like I did say here. Make sure you place something down in here, like this little section, so it takes it from there up to there, and from that post there down to there. Because if you ran a straight line from the top of the field up there down to here, as I did show you, your fence would be cutting out halfway through the road, and with that it means your cattle and everything are going to come out onto the road through the wall. And though the wall has a collision on it, it won't have a collision on it for cattle, so just bear that in mind, guys. But I must say, this is an absolute game changer. I have not used pastures because I didn't feel they were good enough. When you deleted the fences, cattle disappearing, though they were still there registered, they weren't there visually. It just wasn't good enough, and I didn't want to use it. But now, from finding this from the Midlife Simster, I have got to say that I'm definitely going to add it into my games and utilise it and use it, and be able to shift cattle about from a grazing area back into the shed, obviously for winter, etc, etc, which will be absolutely fantastic. So I must say a massive thanks to the Midlife Simster for all the hard work that he's put in to find all this out, all the hours and days of testing, figuring it all out, and then going and actually filming it and putting it up on YouTube for us. He is a console player himself, so if you have enjoyed this, guys, it has helped you out, give us a like, comment, subscribe, do the same for the Midlife Simster. I'll put a link up to his channel on the description or in this video. But yeah, I must say, absolutely brilliant, and I'm really glad that he's found this out. So thanks again, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it, and we will definitely catch you on the next one. Cheers.